Hello and welcome. In this video, I will demonstrate the process of configuring chat workflows in BoldDesk. Chat workflows allow users to automate various actions based on specific events. Each workflow consists of multiple blocks, which perform specific tasks and can be triggered based on different events. Let's see how to create a chat workflow. For this example, I will create an order status and delivery inquiry workflow. First, you need to log into the BoldDesk agent portal as an administrator and go to the Admin Center. Then, go to the Chat module and select Workflows in the Automation section. You'll see a list of different workflow trigger options to choose from, which define when the workflow should run. Next, click the Add Workflow button to open the dialog box. Select a workflow trigger that suits your needs. Enter a workflow name, then select the brand, and specify the chat source this workflow should apply to. You can define the conditions that must be met for the workflow to be executed, which is optional. Click Next and an empty workflow layout will be created. To modify the workflow settings, click the Edit icon and select the workflow. Then, click on the Add icon to open the context menu, where you will find workflow blocks grouped into categories, each performing a specific function. The user inputs collect information from the customer. Actions define actions the workflow performs. Branching helps in setting up conditional paths based on specific criteria. And exit is used to determine how and when the workflow concludes. Now I'll walk you through setting up a chat workflow to handle support requests in a structured and automated way. Choose Actions, and then select Toggle Customer Input to open the Manage Customer Input window. Select the Disable User Input option to prevent customers and agents from sending messages in the conversation. Click Add to insert the block. Next, click User Inputs and select Get Customer Details. This opens a dialog box where you can specify the details to collect and customize the message and placeholder text. Click Add to save the settings. Note that if the email address is already present in the conversation, the Get Customer Details block in the workflow will be skipped by default to avoid duplication. Since customer information needs to be processed in different ways, we use the branching feature. Click Branching, then choose either Branch via Conditions or Branch via Buttons. In the window that opens, add a message and define the help options. Once configured, click Add to save the branching logic. Now, we need to configure the paths based on the user's selection. To route product inquiry requests to the AI assistant, click the Add icon beside it and select Exit. Each workflow path can end with one of three options. The End and Start Another Workflow option transfers execution to a predefined reusable workflow, while the End and Transfer to AI option hands over the conversation to an AI assistant for automated handling. The End Current Workflow option completes the workflow, allowing a human agent to take over. To set the AI assistant to manage product inquiry requests, select End and Transfer to AI to finalize the path. For technical support, we need to send a quick message first. Click the Add icon, select Action, then Send Message. Enter the message content and click Add. You can also send it as a private message by using this option. Then, auto-assign the chat by clicking the Add icon, then the Actions option. Select Trigger Auto-Assignment. On the window that opens, enter the name, choose the assignment mode, and assign it to a group or agent. Click the Add button to save and set an exit to this workflow path. Next, you need to set order status or shipping. Start by sending a message asking the customer to provide the order number. Using the User Inputs block, select the Get Short Text Input option, which opens a window. Enter the message and the placeholder. You can store the input value within the workflow instead of sending it to the API by turning on the Use Temporary Fields option. This allows reuse in later steps, but the data won't be retained after the workflow ends. Then enter the temporary field name. You can enable the optional setting to allow customers to proceed without providing an input. Turn on the mask for agent switch to mask the customer input. This will display the customer's input as masked characters, so that sensitive information remains confidential. Leave this option unchecked if it's okay for agents to see the customer's input. Then, provide a character limit and click Add to save the settings. After submission, you can set up an action to send a confirmation message and route the chat to the order inquiry support team. Finally, if a customer selects Other, you can set up the workflow to hand over the conversation to the AI agent using the End and Transfer to AI block. By activating this workflow, new conversations will now be assigned automatically based on the settings. Every path will lead the customer to the right place, whether that's a human or AI agent. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.